What's up guys, welcome back to CardSpot. My name is Ethan and today we have a box of Wild Survivors, throwing it back to, 2023 when they tried to make dinos great again. And did they do it? Well, they were okay. The old Ground Xeno did help them a lot. So without further ado, let's rip into this and see what we can pull. Alrighty, so Wild Survivors was a deck build pack featuring dinosaurs, or the Xeno monsters, what are they called? Vanquish Soul monsters, and the Novalays? Yeah, there's one. There we go, there's a Novalay right there, which were like the Hungry Burger archetype, basically. Unfortunately, really only dinos had a lot of success at the time, at least, but then the Vanquish Soul cards started to do some good stuff. And then, I don't know, the Novalays never really did much, but it's still a pretty cool archetype because they made it all around the Hungry Burger, which is kind of funny. We got an enemy controller, a Hamburger Recipe, Eradicator, Animadorn Dinosaur, Petite Pteranodon, Frostosaurus, and a Vanquish Soul Pantera as our first ultra rare. Very nice. This is, I think, actually pretty good, question mark? Or is Pantera the bad? Pantera might be the bad one, actually. Uh-oh. I picked up the box pretty cheap, so I thought, you know, it could just be fun for a bit of a fun, quick video to make a little box opening. I really did open a lot of this, well, a decent amount of the set when it first came out, and it was a fun set. We got the meat recipe there. I, at the time, was trying to get Ground Xenos, and I don't think I pulled a single one. I think I ended up having to buy them all to play dinos, because I really wanted to play the new dino deck, and it was fun. It definitely was such a fun deck. You know, UCT, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, does Ultimate Conductor Tyranno things. We got the There Can Be Only One, Lithosagem, Super Soaring, and a Fish Recipe. We do have the chance at a bunch of collector's rares. We get things like Animadorn Dinosaur, Soul Eating Oviraptor, UCT itself, Fossil Dig as collector's rares, Hamburger Recipe. We can even get Hungry Burger as a collector's rare, which would be pretty sweet. Destroyed that pack, but here we are. It's not worth a crazy amount of money, but, you know, collector's rare Hungry Burger is pretty awesome. So I would gladly take it. That would probably be a card that I wouldn't sell. That would have to stay in the collection. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, Special Recipe, Recit de Personnel, Lithosagem, and Continue. I do really like the Vanquish Soul cards being like based on a fighting game. And the mat that they released for the 2024 World Championship qualifiers, the participation mat, which was the Vanquish Soul kind of character select screen. Oh, Caesar Valius, that's a better Vanquish Soul card to get. That's a very nice one, in fact. We'll take that. I'm trying to remember which is the best Vanquish Soul one to get. Is it Raisin? I think it might be Raisin. Will we just get 3 Vanquish Soul Ultra Rares? It's entirely possible. Special Recipe and Trinity Burst. Yeah, this was a really fun set to open. I really enjoyed opening this set when it came out. The Vanquish Soul was extremely expensive, which was kind of funny. Like, well, not funny. It was kind of sad. If you wanted to play Vanquish Soul, like, all of the monsters are ultra rares, which is pretty brutal. Yeah, then it's like, no, you're gonna have to pay for it. But realistically, what else was there to make ultras? You couldn't exactly make the Novalay cards ultra. I guess you could have made Meteorus Xeno. Is that what it's called? The playable dino that was a super rare as an ultra. But yeah, I mean, realistically, it had to be the Novalay cards, the Vanquish Soul cards, because the Novalay cards weren't doing much. Maybe Ultra Hungry Burger? Allure of Darkness, Deck Devastation Virus, Super Soaring, Hamburger Recipe, Special Recipe, and Meat Recipe. We're just loading up on recipes up in here. Right, next pack that I completely destroyed. What do we got hiding in here? Are we going to get a collector's rare out of this? Sort of weird to open these side sets now. Then we got to continue. Now that rarity collection is a thing, I'm scared to pull collector's rares because they just get potentially reprinted, which is, I don't know. Yes, it's technically a different rarity because it's prismatic collector's rare, but I don't know, they look really similar. And that's gotta suck for people who invested in some of these collector's rares to then just have them reprinted in another rarity that's like $1, because they don't tend to hold a lot of value. We got fish recipe there. So I don't know, it's pretty rough, but that's why I enjoy the ultis, because they, while there is prismatic ulti, they look very different to the type of ultis that we have. So we got Pluton HG. I did lie, there is a Vanquish Soul card that's not ultra rare, but I don't believe you play Pluton from memory. Maybe you play one. I'm not super familiar with the Vanquish Soul strategy, but I don't think you play any. Double Evolution Pill and Foy Glacier. What are we looking for here? A Ground Xeno would be nice. I think that's probably still the most expensive ultra rare in the set, off the top of my head. Super Soaring, Pensaplume, Manju, Petite Pteranodon, and another Pluton HG. Down to our last 2 packs. Are we just going to get 2 ultra rares? Generally, ratio for these deck build packs is 3 ultra rares per box. So we will see. Babycerosaurus, Glaciosaurus, Solder, and the man himself, Hungry Burger. Just a super rare though. Can I just point out as well, why is Hungry Burger a warrior? It's a burger. That's a weird classification. Oh, we have 2 packs left. I told a lie. I thought we were down to our last 2, but we were down to our last 3, now 2. Allure of Darkness, Dick Devastation Virus, Super Soaring, Hamburger Recipe, Chef Special Recipe, Recette de Personnel, and Trinity Burst. Okay. Come on, let's get a collector's rare in this last pack. Some last pack magic, that would be very nice. We got the Glaciosaurus, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, Base. I'm gonna go with Frostosaurus, Animadorn Darkosaur, and no, one more, EEV, and Hungry Burger. Oh no, we only got 2 ultra rares. Well, that sucks. So you know what would help? Liking and subscribing on the video. Help out your boy for this absolute calamity that is pulling only 2 ultra rares. But that will do it for this week's video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. I will be back to see you next week with another opening video. We'll see you then.